This is
Chat the Great.
He'd sort of like started. Well, he'd finished college, and we formed a band. Me and him, and the guitarist and drummer from Mambo Square. Ben played bass, and I was the singer. We did some demos, but when I finally got a gig as a talent scout, just the demos were. I just listened to them and I compare them with all the good demos and the people that were getting signed. And Ben came down and went, "This is great. We'll start the band in London. We'll go out and do gigs." And I said, "We're not good enough." And he was a bit crestfallen. And I didn't care. I'd got a talent scout job. I was sorted.
Yeah.
But that was something I regret. And we should have kept the band going. And we should have gone out and done loads of gigs and had a laugh. And we shouldn't have taken all seriously, and we shouldn't have worried about getting signed. We should have just done it, because being in a band is great and it's fun. And my mates in Mambo Square probably had it right. They probably weren't quite good enough, and they did it. They loved it. What could be more fun than being a band, going around playing gigs, and then just sack it off?
Yeah. I can tell you that it's amazing being in a band, even if you're not there yet. It's so great. We had like 2 gigs that we were lucky enough to have, like 2 gigs in this pandemic thing.
Yeah.
And Mike, it was like amazing. Like for 1 minute, I reached happiness. Honestly, you might think I'm crazy and stuff, but I've been on stage. I was like, I reached happiness. It was like so great. And I don't know, having a good time with your mates is like, it's so good. It's so good.
Music is a deeply, deeply spiritual thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're up there and you're singing, you're absolutely connecting with the universe. When you're up on stage and you're singing and you're giving all your energy into that song, you're not thinking about the pandemic. You're not thinking about who's going to win the American election. You're just thinking, you're not even thinking about anything apart from, is my voice in tune? Or, what do I look?
Yeah, exactly.
No, but you're in it. You're just the energy flowing. You've got the energy of the universe. And that's why, particularly singers can be slightly full of themselves, because you feel like a fucking god up there.
You're right. And I feel like that sometimes, to be honest. I really feel like that, because I can see people, they kind of want that for me, to sort of be like their god for, like, I don't know.
No, you're the hero. Of course you're a hero. You're up on stage singing in a band. And they probably all want to be up on stage singing in a band, but they don't know how to, or they're too nervous, and you've somehow managed to deal with all that stuff when you're out there. And, maybe they're watching the first gig of a band that's going to go on and be as big as Coldplay, and they'll be able to tell their grandchildren about it.
Yeah.
Who knows?